Canterbury come back level.
It's been a funny match. You get the impression that if Cronulla can control the football and go wide as often as possible, they would probably be the side that would win this. But Canterbury, they just keep with you. They stick at it. That's what I'm trying to say, is that Cronulla probably look more dangerous of the two when they go out wide.
Davidson. This man has impressed me, Chris McKenna, every time he's touched the ball. He's given something. Strauss. Healy. Keeping it low, driving it. And... ooh. Rod Silver has gone over the touchline in the tackle. Eddinghausen.
Well, Rod Silver was hoping that ball had gone out. He took his time getting there. He was willing it to go over the line. In the end, it didn't. And E.T. was a perfect shot for E.T. Great chase.
And
there's no better chaser of the kick. Now Cronulla. 6 chances close to the line.
And their
Green.
back line is back to halfway. They are set very deep.
Healy. Peachy. Bell! Peachy again! Ran into the fallen player. McKenna. 3 metres out and forced back. Treaster. Green, the run around. Second man play, Strauss, the backer. Green, great defence by the Bulldogs. Treaster, blindside for Davidson. 5th tackle. Healy to the air. The chase is on from Eddinghausen. Canterbury's ball. The captain's got it.
Fortuitous bounce there for the Canterbury side. There was 14 players surrounding the ball as it came down, but no one touched it until it bounced in the arms of Gillies. Great defence by the Bulldogs there on their line.
Oh, Robert Ralph almost had that ball jolted from his grasp. Polomata. Norton. Keeping it low this time. Not quite as adventurous. Peachy now. Taken by El Masri.
There was just a chance there for Norton. He should maybe look at the short kick because Cronulla pulled back very, very deep, 40 metres behind his defensive line, and there's a chance for a short kick.
Ryan. 12 all. 50th minute. Green. Short pass for Jeff Bell. And on the 40-metre line, they go down the blind side with the acting half, Treaster. Hetherington brings a roar from the crowd as he puts Treaster away. Healy's kick is high. Rogers underneath it, and then Nickau knocked on.
We're going to play the first one that way, second one that way. They're loose.
I thought Rogers was offside as well. See here, Mitch Healy takes plenty of time to kick up. It was a line ball decision. The touch judge was in good position. So Cronulla feed from this knock on.
Green. Circled by the enemy. Peachy. Long pass, finding Healy. Eddinghausen comes in from the back. Flick pass for Nickau. Out of the tackle. Inside the 10. Still going. He'll get over. Did he put it down? No. It's been denied by the referee.
And good refereeing there from Harrigan, but just being on the spot was the good part about it. Nickow's nearly done a Homono. He beaten 3 or 4 and couldn't ground the football. Great effort by Nickow. Saw his elbow hit the ground, the ball jarred loose.
That would have been ironic had Nickow scored the try. There was a feeling that it was his knock-on that actually saw Cronulla get the feed. Bill Harrigan got it right twice, just as well for Canterbury. Rogers pegged down deep in his own territory. Barnett, we haven't seen a lot of tonight. Green sending Ryan forward. As willing as they come, Sean Ryan. Just outside the red zone. Long. Good solid run just when it was needed. Davidson. Forwards are making inroads. Up the centre particularly. Green. Nickow wide. Almost like a third centre. He's lost it. Chance for the Bulldogs. Right on the halfway line. Edrington. 43 metres out from the Cronulla line. Timu. Polomounta. Face ball. Martini that was. I just hesitated. Gillies getting it away for Homono again. 19 out. Centre of the ground. Polomounta. And then Norton. Infield pass for Matt Ryan. The crowd is roaring as the ball goes to deck.
That's better play there from the Canterbury side. They had a little bit of luck in the first half with some inside balls. And they can't get around the Cronulla side. They've got them for pace there, but the inside passes are the go. And Ryan beat 1 or 2 there, and the ball came loose again.
Andrew, what's the problem with Rod Silva?
Well, Rod Silva has a groin injury. He's out of the match for the night. That's the reason Shane Martini is on. He's gone to the centres. Matt Ryan to fullback.
Green up the open side of the scrum.
And that's a real blow for Canterbury. He's a player that can win you a match in close situations, as we saw last week against the Mariners for the Bulldogs. Here's a mistake from Matt Rogers. He gets it back. Very lucky.
Oh, Treaster has copped it again. We talked about him last Monday night. They hit him with everything, but he keeps bouncing up.
Yeah, not so Craig Polomounta. He was the man that did hit him. He's just getting back into position now, very groggy.
Healy. It's gone behind Eddinghausen. He puts it down. Canterbury's Norton. El Masri knocks on with a chance.
Can you believe it? They have really unloaded here, Canterbury in defence. They're giving it to the Cronulla boys. And then the pressure was on. They're all at sea, Cronulla. The ball's going all over the place. No one wanted to pick it up. They're standing around there. A strong tackle. It comes loose. Norton, great work for him. Pick up and pass. Just had, look at the Canterbury support there.
So, Cronulla off the hook. McKenna puts it down. Gillies then, away from Barnett. They're back inside the 40-metre line, Canterbury. Britt Polomounta stands in Healy's tackle. Timu. 25 out from the line. Homono got a pass away. Halligan into touch in the far corner.
Well, the longer this game goes, the more Canterbury believe they're going to win it. Solomon Homono put all the pressure on Daryl Halligan. He really is too close to the sideline to do much but go over it. Chris McKenna in a fair deal of trouble too. He's left the field. Tian Strauss back into the action.
So, in the last 7 minutes, Cronulla have been coming out of this backs to the wall situation. Now they do it again. Dykes is on in 18. That is Pearce. Just inside the 40-metre line. 12 all. Nick out. Driving defence by the Bulldogs. Timu and Polomouta. Davidson. 5 metres from the halfway line. Healy. Purposeful kick. El Masri on a long run back. Well, one has to question whether they gave him 10 metres. Hetherington using Newton. Hetherington himself now.
Although change to be written on, sponsored by Macmillan Printing.
Darren Britt. Timu. Norton. Almost getting it to the halfway, Travis Norton.
Work, Lonnie, work, Lonnie.
Ryan comes down the blind side, the ball pops out. Barnett has it for the Sharks. Ryan coming back into the game. Dyke stands away from 1, 2, and is taken in the third by Gillies. Bill Harrigan giving the Sharks a penalty.
Adam Dykes going centre field, which wasn't a bad option despite the fact he lost a couple of metres. The referee has got Steve Reardon for coming in over the top when the tackle had already been completed.
Six-3 the penalties in favour of the Dogs. As Cronulla used the free kick, Pearce is put away. Bill Harrigan is to put a scrum down. We'll take a break and be back in a moment. 12 all. Inside the Bulldogs 40-metre line. 20 minutes of the match remaining. Norton. Reardon. Polomouta. Newton. Darren Britt. Polomouta again. Robert Ralph. Hetherington. Norton. Kick is good. Peachy was there and seemed to make his own time.
That kick a little bit too deep from Travis Norton, but more trouble for the Canterbury side with Polomouta down in background. Hasn't moved for about a minute and a half. Larry Britton, the trainer, out there.
They've got their captain in trouble with cramp. Gillies is trying to get back in the line. So is Darren Britt. And Cronulla gets a penalty.
And what a blessing that is for the Sharks. It seems like the whole second half has been down in this part of the football field. They now get a chance just to have a bit of a break, regroup, and play some good field position as Craig Polomouta has a chat to the trainer. He's just like having an extra forward on the field, isn't he, Craig Polomouta?
Yes, thanks. We're here tonight with Mr. John Hanna. We're lucky enough to have his number called out in the stewards stand, and we're going to look after you, John. Where are you? Here he is, there, look.
Well, looks like it might be the end of Craig Polomouta's night.
They've got a ready-made halfback coming on in, Barry Berrigan.
Congratulations, John. And this prize is going to happen every week, ladies and gentlemen.
Berrigan going on.
Put your hands together for John. Good luck, John.
Just trying to pinpoint the problem exactly with Craig Pollamouta. We'll get a report from Andrew in a moment. As Cronulla now spear the ball back for Dykes. And he's 42 metres away from the Bulldogs line. Long to the 30-metre line. They had players down all over the ground, the Bulldogs. Now they've been able to resume some kind of a defensive line. Played by Strauss. Knocked backwards by Green. Healy. Then he goes through. Healy pulled down 10 metres out from the line. Dykes. The pass has gone to ground and picked up by Long. 6 more tackles for Cronulla. Green away for Bell. Jeffrey Bell. 15 out. Dykes. Barnett and Green. Dummies back to him, and then the ball comes out. Dived on by an offside player. Bulldogs penalty.
And they hang on again, the Bulldogs. Their defence on their own line has been just sensational tonight. Limping back Dykes, very smart player around the dummy half area.
This is Paul Green being forced into a mistake, and a couple of rucks earlier, they were shot to pieces, the Bulldogs, on this side of the field, and I think it was El Masri who came racing in and came up with a certain try-saver.
7-4, the penalty count to Canterbury with Gillies. The onset of cramp is not helping the captain. Reardon. Berrigan. Norton. Now the last for Berrigan. Came off Cronulla's feet. Paul Green just inside the red zone.
He's a smart player, isn't he, Travis Norton? He's only in his second game with the Canterbury side, but he's taken over the playmaking role. He's only 21 years of age. He's set for a long, great career.
What do you think, Paul, that maybe he needs to run the footy a little bit more as well? Probably applies to Mitch Healy also. We saw there he threw the dummy and nearly sliced straight through, so they're starting to not expect him to run.
This is Pearce. Healy. Long chase over there for Matt Ryan, who's now playing fullback. They lost Rod Silver about 15 minutes ago. Ryan pulled down by Eddinghausen. El Masri. What's the story on Craig Pollamouta, Andrew?
He's seen his last football for the night. He's out of the match with concussion. Berrigan on for the remainder of the game.
Halligan plays it. This is Michael Smith. 12 points all, 15 minutes left. Ralph. Swamped from behind by Ryan. Norton. 20 metres between him and the defence. .25 out from his own line, the 0 tackle. Rogers. Healy getting a bad pass. Davidson. Correction. I think that might be Pearce. Right the first time. Nick out. Dykes. Healy. Halfway line.
Someone needs to slot in here on the last tackle. Paul Green has done it on the short side. Just a little bit too deep. Matt Ryan should get the bounce and does.
Green then trying to contain Ryan. Berrigan finished with the ball. Rogers finished with him. And they're back on the Canterbury 20-metre line. El Masri under a barrage of defence from the Sharks. Norton. "40 metres out from their own line. Berrigan. Newton. Now Gillies. Norton running more and more as the game lengthens. Dykes will play it now. Strauss, that's the first tackle.
Each team now looking to force a mistake from the opposition or somehow get 2 sets of 6 in a row. Another short penalty. Go wide, Cronulla. Oh, gee, touch football play, that one. Not required at 12 all with under 15 to go.
McKenna. Gee, hits the line hard, doesn't he? Doesn't hold anything back. He really hits the line, Chris McKenna.
Yeah, come.
Ryan on the halfway. Barnett's head went back in dismay. Nick out. Now the last. Healy goes for a long-range drop goal, but it's just offline. So back to the 20-metre line for the restart. Well, the desperation of Mitch Healy. 42 metres out. 14,490 is the official attendance. 14,490 at Belmore tonight.
Well, I suppose you get into that field goal range now, don't you, with only about 13, 12 minutes remaining. Both sides have had plenty of cracks at the opposing defence and can't get through. I've got to say this, Bill Harrigan, he's had a fair game tonight, but his 10 metres has been pretty ordinary. He's getting back to 10, but no one else is.
I'd just like to know, Andrew Voss, you saw a lot of the Crushers games last year. Is he a drop goal kicker, Travis Norton?
Yeah, Travis Norton can kick goals. He's probably around about the 60% success rate mark.
Congratulations, we'll do that every week.
Nathan Long.
Come on, the Bulldogs.
McKenna. 20-metre line. Green. That's Pearce. Just watching Healy. He's dropped himself back behind each of the rucks. Peachy. 10 metres out. Dykes. Davidson. And now the last. Healy's getting plenty of cover. He's right behind the dummy half. Here he is. Takes the shot. Referee says yes. 13-12 the Sharks over the Bulldogs. 69th minute. This is how it was. And the Sharks lead by 1. Now they've got the opportunity of pegging the Bulldogs deep in their own territory with a concerted defensive effort here.
But that new rule also now comes into great effect, giving Canterbury back the football as well.
Gillies. Simon knows it. The Bulldogs know it as a team. They've got to get the ball down the other end. And that means holding it for 6. Ryan forced back by Healy and Bell. El Masri. Berrigan. Norton. A little juggle. A grubbing kick. And Rogers it is who so often comes out of the deep and is so safe with the hands.
And Chris Anderson this week will be working plenty of hard work and a lot of time on their fifth tackle options. They've been pretty ordinary tonight, especially the last 3 or 4, just handing the ball over quite easily to Cronulla.
McKenna.
Cronulla change to Warren Nickow, back in the field, number 13.
Green. Nickow. Great effort by Nickow again tonight. He and McKenna have been pulverising in their attack. Eddinghausen tries to run around them. Rogers on the end of a flick pass. Rogers, 12 metres from the line. Healy, Green, Dykes. Bounced off Reardon's tackle. Green is with it. 5 tackles gone now for the Sharks. Smith will play it for the Bulldogs in front of the uprights.
You talk about poor options on the last tackle. That was awful. It was Adam Dykes coming out. Quite selfish play.
Can you ring your
To go back to
mother-in-law?
a high kick or get it into the in-goal area with a lot of chasers, not just himself.
And just looking at Canterbury, Pete, they're just about a spent force, you know. This bloke's capable of doing something, but lots of hands on hips, not long to go. They're a point behind. They've got to pull something out.
Darren Britt. Simon Gillies. And Gillies unable to play the ball.
Like he slipped very ordinarily into the tackle there. A leg injury, a knee injury. Fell awkwardly.
Number 38, turning the field for the Sharks, replacing Nathan Long.
Well, the captain's been able to regain his feet. Cronulla will be on Monday Night Football again next Monday. We go to Shark Park for their clash with the Warriors of Auckland. Barnett, just outside his 30-metre line. Healy.
He drops this ball, Barnett, and it went backwards. Right ruling, and the crowd didn't like it.
Strauss.
Change number 33 on Russell Richards.
Inside the 7th minute now. McKenna running off Nickow. Peachy.
Rebound,
Off the Bulldogs.
I can't believe,
Went backwards.
can't believe these tactics from Cronulla late in the tackle count at this stage of the game. Got to be kicking for field position. You can't afford to be giving the ball to Canterbury 35 out from their own line. They get into the Cronulla half and there's a penalty awarded. You've got to favour Halligan to kick a goal.
John Timu. Can run a try in from almost anywhere. 35 is Martini. Playing in the centres now. Matt Ryan is at fullback. Gillies. So they're just into Cronulla's territory. Hetherington. Barnett came off the left wing to take it on the full. And he'll be tackled 30 metres out from his own line. Bell. Pierce. Let's see if they finish this set of tackles off better than they have been. Strauss to the halfway line and just beyond.
It's very unfair to put plenty of pressure on Travis Norton by comparing him to Terry Lamb, but really this is where Lamb is missed. In these situations he takes control. You don't see kicks from dummy half going straight to the opposition. That's how Norton has got to take control of the football team in the 5'8" position.
Healy then. The high bomb. Barnett's underneath it for the rake down. And Norton comes up with it for the Bulldogs.
Under 5 to go, Belmore. 1 point in it.
El Masri. Under 5 minutes remaining now. The Bulldogs stretching it to the left of the ground. Timu, Gillies. Right on the 30-metre line. Hormono. Britt.
Number 23 back on, Robert Ralph. Sponsored by MJ.
Berrigan. Ralph. Hormono. Getting it just over halfway and then able to unload. It's Michael Smith with it. He can pop a pass. He's done that. Hetherington. The ball going every which way, and Bill Harrigan will play the first knock on.
Strong play there from Michael Smith. Created something from nothing. He beat a couple of nice little ball to Hetherington. Once again, you come back to this last pass, it goes astray.
Andrew, Matt Rogers.
Yeah,
an occurrence of the shoulder problem.
Yes, it is, Ray, the same shoulder that he's had surgery on in the past. They don't think it's too serious, but obviously he'll have an inspection a little later as the week goes on. In doubt now for next week. As far as goal-kicking options now go for Cronulla, if required, they've got both Mitch Healy and Adam Dykes.
39 metres away from their own line. Sean Ryan. He's done a power of work, Ryan, the second rower. But none has been more damaging than this man, Nickau. He took the $1,000 man of the match last week. And he must be a front runner again. Here's another back rower going straight through. Nathan Long with a great run. 15 out. Green. Grubbing kick. And, oh, gee, that's too close to call. Bill Harrigan rules off the fingers of the Bulldogs.
Well, that's very smart work. I think it's Michael Smith back there. Paul Green, you'd think he'd have him for pace. Just got the hand out in front. Good work from the big man. Nearly put on something at the other end of the field in attack. Now he's come up with a beauty in defence.
This is the blood bin.
Official attendance, ladies and gentlemen, 14,400. On behalf of our Chief Executive, Bob Hagan, we thank you for supporting Super League Bulldogs in 97.
Matt Ryan with blood coming from a gash on top of the left eye. There seems to be some confusion whether they've got anybody left that is able to come back on. It's Mitch Newton who's coming out. The line drop out all of 50 metres, and Davidson goes back with it. Inside the last 2 minutes, Nathan Long, who went so far with that big run that took them down to give Paul Green that chance a few seconds ago. Ryan. Now Norton.
Travis Norton slipped back into the fullback role to replace Matthew Ryan. That's how they've gone tonight, Canterbury. They've tried really hard, but they had to replace Matthew Ryan with a front rower. They're running out of troops.
Smith. Last throw of the dice for the Bulldogs now. Martini. Newton. Three-man Cronulla tackle. Letting him up last. Strauss comes away nursing his cheekbone. Loose pass. Timu able to get it away. Hetherington likewise. Norton is with it. Now Gillies over the 40-metre line. almost to the halfway. Hedrington, Berrigan, Homono. He's lost it. Cronulla have come up with it. And that should be the ball game, with Cronulla winning in controversial circumstances.
Well, somehow one-on-one here, one of the Canterbury players has got to try and steal the football.
And the siren has beaten any further thoughts of that. Cronulla Sutherland have won by that lone point. 13-12, the drop goal from Healy being the difference. But of course there'll be a lot of discussion centering on that try. The try of Chris McKenna for Cronulla Sutherland in the first half. But Cronulla, they win their second match in Super League in as many starts. And now, of course, they go home to Shark Park on Monday night for the first time to meet the Auckland Warriors next Monday. So we'll take a break from Belmore Stadium and come back with Peter and Paul to wrap it up. The man of the match with Andrew. All that's happening in just a little while from now.